Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, and now I'm doing the dental practice brokerage for 14. So today's topic is a sad story. 2 fatalities and 3 huge disabling accidents. We'll get into what's going on with that in a moment. As you know, we are now in 24 states. We have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. And we have at this point, we have created, I think it's 588 YouTube videos on the subject of buying and selling dental offices. So we hope you find it helpful. Now, everything you're about to hear today is for entertainment purposes. It's not legal advice. And we'll get into today's story in the meantime. Our phone number, we're available to you 363 days a year. And we have availability from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. virtually every day except Christmas and Easter. So just give us a call. That's East Coast time. Our phone number is 201-663-0935, and our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. So give us a call anytime, even if you just want to chat. Now, the other subject, before we get into what happened with these disabilities and fatalities, is if you're thinking about selling to a DSO, corporate dentistry, please call us first, because we know who they are, the best ones for you. We don't work for them, but they will often pay our commission. So generally there's no commission to you when the DSO sale is about. And they're going through a lot of changes now, and you've got to be aware of what these changes are. We believe we're on the cutting edge because we see things that are happening in the industry, such as they're cutting out their entire mergers and acquisition team, and they don't make an announcement on that. That's not showing up on newsletters and so forth. That's done very quietly because they don't want to boast about it, because some have stopped buying. So we hear from those employees because they're looking for jobs. We know there's trouble. So they'll often pay our commission. Please call us. Now, if you have a practice that's selling for, any practice that's selling for $1 million or more, sale price, any practice, we will reimburse your legal fees upon successful closing. So please give us a ring about that, based on some very simple criteria. But give us a ring. All right, so today's topic is about these fatalities and disabilities. This is very sad. And these are all younger people. So most younger people do not have disability insurance. They do not feel they will ever get disabled, especially at their young age. They decided the money needed to pay for disability policy is better spent elsewhere. And I hear this all the time. I guess they know the future, and if so, I would suggest they leave dentistry and go to Vegas. In fact, I'll pay for their flight. Let me come along. They apparently can predict the future. I suggest it's very dangerous by not having disability insurance, because this stuff happens. All right, what was the story? It's a couple, 2 dentists traveling on the road. Fortunately, they had an SUV or some strong vehicle. I don't know what it was. It was a pretty solid vehicle that would do well in car crash tests. They were hit sideways, T-bone, by a huge truck. Huge. So they spent 6 months rehabilitating. Both were dentists. 6 months rehabilitating, and they said to me, "We just look at dentistry differently now. We look at life differently now." And these are both dentists. You have an accident like that traumatizes you, and forget it, they said. When that happens, you just think differently, and that's what's going on with this couple. The next one, so they were 6 months, they're alive, but 6 months of rehab. Now the next one, I was not a dentist, but it just happened over the weekend, so I thought I'd share it with you. Sadly, and I'm down in the Jersey Shore. Two younger people on bicycles. One was a famous sports, I think it was soccer, no, it was hockey or something. It was 2 fatalities. I mean, that was really sad. 2 fatalities. They were both hit by an automobile. It's like, you got to be so careful. I mean, you're a dentist, you can't take those chances. I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with bike riding, but if you're going to go in a desolate, quiet area, go on a bike trail, go on a super quiet street. I myself, I live in a huge cul-de-sac. It's about a half a mile, 3/4 mile long, and I just go on that. It goes around in circles. It's some hills, and there's no cars. And I just won't drive on a roadway with cars. I'm just not going to take the chance. Well, these 2 bicyclists down in South Jersey got hit by an automobile, and they both passed away. It's very sad. They were both younger people. I know this won't happen to you, but at least do your family and friends a favor. Get the disability insurance, so at least you have it, and that's life insurance, of course, too, which is relatively cheap. Get your disability insurance, and I know you'll think the money's a waste, but your family will thank you for it forever. Especially if you have young children. It's like you can't fool around. I mean, this is dangerous. And you've just got to be so careful with this, and it could happen to you. Another accident happened. Another young person. They were on the green light going through an intersection, following the green, and somebody made a quick turn into them, and they went flying up in the air and crashed on somebody's car. They're in a hospital. I don't know how long they're going to be in there. So now these are younger people getting disabled. Again, I know it won't happen to you. I know you don't have to deal with it. I've heard all the stories, but that's a pretty sad situation. That's a younger person too. I don't know how long they'll be disabled for. Now, if you were to own your own practice in these circumstances where the people got injured, not the fatalities, but injured, you can make a few phone calls and have your friends and colleagues cover your office for a period of time while you're in the hospital. So the hygiene patients will still be seen. The doctors can do some of the work you were doing, pay them a fair wage, but the office stays open, the staff stays there. You don't have staff disappearing. If you didn't have your own office and you were a employee of a large corporate or a private, what are they going to tell you? So, well, take care of your health, get well soon, but your paycheck stops today. That's it. Except you're getting paid on the previous work you did. Your income goes to zero. And that's what happens. So I warn you, please be cautious. Take care of yourself. If you're not going to get disability insurance, don't do any risky behaviors, especially on vacation. Become risk-free, especially when it comes to athletics, bike riding, outside. I mean, accidents do happen. I think you're not thinking wise if you avoid the disability insurance, and certainly life insurance is cheap enough to get that for your family in cases of fatality. So I'm dealing with this. By the way, I'm dealing with this twice a month for 14 years. Been going on. I get a call from all over the country: brain cancer, heart attack. I think we just had one in the Northeast. That was a 45-day, I think I mentioned this before, 45 days was the diagnosis to passing away for cancer. 45 days, gone. We've had acute dementia, had to put the handpiece down. We've had end-stage cancer where they had little, if any, symptoms. I mean, I hear it all the time. And, perhaps you know more than I do, and it's not going to happen to you. You're guaranteed that. I don't think so. So something to think about. It's very sad. Protect yourself. Get the insurance. It's cheap to get. Don't fool around. All right, team, if you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button. And we hope to have more videos coming out. You'll be alerted once you hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye now.